Poppin' peeps, it's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with a weekend reading. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it! Poppin', baby. Let's see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love, man. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram and Twitter. If you guys want to drop a follow, I'd really appreciate that. Shout out my notification gang. Hopefully, my notification gang pulls through. If you guys would also like, you can feel free to check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was my Cancer. So let's go ahead and get it popping, baby. Messages for Cancer here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, messages for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What's up, everybody? Messages for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. What do we got going on? Cancer, the overall energy for you here is the Wheel of Fortune, so you can be connecting possibly here with a fixed sign, okay, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or Leo. Your current energy, Cancer, is the Nine of Pentacles. The person you're connecting with here is the King of Pentacles, and the outcome that's present is the Ten of Swords. I really smell individuality in this reading, and that big expression of being your own person. So, moving forward into the weekend, Cancer, I feel this energy of being grounded, but also really resonating with being able to be on your own. I really feel like there has been a huge shift in your energy where you actually like solitude now. You like spending time with yourself and really focusing on building and establishing what you want to do. You know, the King of Pentacles can talk about money and being a very rich person, but the King of Pentacles also talks about putting in a lot of time, because Pentacles can represent time as well. So I feel here, Cancer, throughout this weekend, a lot of you guys are putting a lot of time into yourselves. This weekend could definitely be a weekend of self-care, and I mean, we're on quarantine. What else are we going to do? Of course, we should be taking care of ourselves, but this King of Pentacles is also representing the amount of time you're putting into yourself in order to change your old bad habits and enforce new habits here. So I really do feel with the Wheel of Fortune paired up with the Ten of Swords here, that a lot of you Cancers throughout this weekend are going to be focusing on letting go of your old negative habits, letting go of negative self-talk, letting go of things that don't serve in your energy to provide new and more healthier habits that are going to benefit you moving forward. This could be as simple as some Cancers who are deciding to stop eating junk food and focus on more healthy foods to help their body and nourish their body. So for some of you here, you can be changing the way you eat. You can be changing your diet this weekend. Others of you may say, you know what, I can't go to the gym, but I'm going to do a full body workout in my house. These are things about implementing a more healthier lifestyle, and I really feel like that's what a good majority of you guys are focusing on, because the more you live a negative lifestyle, the more you're creating a very negative life for yourself. So I do feel here, Cancer, a lot of you guys are going to be expressing changes, okay, Wheel of Fortune, in regards to your overall individuality, your overall health and expression, as well as you're definitely bringing a lot of focus back to your positivity, all right? And I feel all in all, it's looking like a pretty good weekend, okay? And I saw a comment down there, someone's like, I'm thinking about pizza. Hey man, no one's telling you you can't have pizza, Cancer, okay? Not every Cancer out there is gonna decide to say, let me throw out my diet or some shit like that. But I do feel overall, there is this energy of feeling okay in solitude. There is this energy of being happy, just being on your own and not needing anything else that's external from you, and really resonating from within. So there's this energy, Cancer, of you guys being cool, calm, collected, and just overall fine with being on your own. And that's something that you have to do for a while. That takes mastery, because at the end of the day, you know, a lot of people right now are freaking out. They're not connecting with their friends. They're not connecting with their family. People can be scared to be alone. But I feel like you're mastering your emotions and recognizing that nothing that is outside of me is going to bring the internal happiness that I can bring out within myself. That's what I'm feeling here, Cancer. So ultimately, you're looking like you're having a pretty damn good weekend. You're spending a lot of time with yourself. I'm sorry that I'm getting so many messages too, but some of you Cancers may have recently just took up meditation and yoga. That could be something here as well. The point is, though, is I feel like you guys are taking care of yourself in a good way, and you're focusing on your individual health, and you're taking away the bad habits and implementing good habits. I like it. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Hey, Leo. Thank you so much, Kaylee, for the $1.99. Much appreciated, my love. Thank you so much, Annika, for the $3.99. There was one more donation that I think I missed, so let me get to that real quick. Hopefully I didn't miss any donations, because if I have, just let me know. We had Annika, we got Kaylee. I don't think so. I think we got all the donations. Thank you guys so much. It's much appreciated. So, we started out with my water signs. We're gonna go water, fire, air, earth. Let's go ahead and see what messages we got coming through for my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, messages for Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, Leo vibe. Let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through, man. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. What's cracking? Leo, your overall energy this weekend here is the 10 of Wands. Oh boy. So let's get into this. You can be connecting with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Your current energy is the Emperor card. The person you're dealing with, Leo, is the Six of Pentacles reverse, and the outcome that's present is the Fool in reverse. So Leo, I think you've gotten to that point where you've recognized, I can't take this anymore. You could have even said that to yourself. You know, the 10 of Wands represents somebody being to the point where they feel burnt out in a situation, and I think that you're deciding to control the situation rather than allowing the situation to control you. What do I mean by this? Well, whoever you're connecting with here, Six of Pentacles reverse, you're dealing with somebody that isn't bringing equality to the table. You're connecting with the person that you're recognizing is more so taking from you rather than giving back. You're dealing with somebody that doesn't know how to provide an equal give and take relationship. And I think you're fucking tired of it, Leo. I think you're at the point right now where you can't keep giving and giving and giving and never being on the receiving end. So with the Emperor card here, you're controlling the situation rather than letting it control you. You're recognizing, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna just get back to myself, because you're gonna drain yourself, Leo, if you keep giving to somebody who's only taken from you. And there are people that exist like that in this world. So I feel ultimately, Leo, you're done giving to a person, you're done giving to a situation, especially if that energy isn't being reciprocated. And with the Emperor card, you're choosing to focus on yourself and take care of your needs and put your needs first. As for the outcome that's present, the Fool card in reverse, I don't think whatever you got going on with this person, whether you're vibing, dating, you just have a connection, I don't think you want to keep what you two had going. I feel like with the Fool card in reverse here, Leo, you're deciding to tap out and bring the, what is the word I'm looking for? You're bringing the focus, thank you, back to yourself, all right? So yeah, Leo, I think you're giving up on somebody here. And it's not for bad reason. It's not for negative intent. You're giving up on this person because you don't feel like they're providing anything at all to you. And at that point, it's like, well, where's the relationship? Where's the connection? Where's the love? If you're not feeling it, chances are it ain't there, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right, going all the way to my air signs. What do we got coming through for the beautiful Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Libra, please. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 394 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. It's much appreciated. Messages for the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and see what we got going on for you. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. Libra, the overall energy for your reading here is the 8 of Wands. So you can be connecting possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Your current energy, Libra, is the Ace of Cups. The person you're connecting with here is the 4 of Cups reversed. And the outcome that's present is the Knight of Cups, okay? So based on what I'm seeing for Libras, I do feel really strongly that there's a good number of you guys. And I actually talked about this a couple days ago. It was in another daily reading. The same messages are coming through. I'm starting to notice that, where there will be repetitive messages for the same signs coming through. And I guess that those are messages that need to be enforced just a little bit more through spirit. So from what I'm seeing here, Libra, remember, the other day I told you, you guys are ready to love. You guys still have love left in you. You're very beautiful creatures. You love love, and you want to spread that. And I feel like you are ready for this new beginning here, especially as somebody may have rejected that love that you wanted to offer them, okay? Excuse me, 4 of Cups in reverse. So Libra, for those of you that have been rejected, or for those of you that have had people who rejected your love, I feel like you're just not giving up. I don't feel like you're in a position right now where you're giving up on the fact that somebody out there is going to appreciate you. I don't think you can give away that fantasy. I don't think you can give away that dream. I think you know, Libra, that there's going to be a soulmate out there who's going to love the crap out of you, who's going to want to spend the rest of their life with you. I think you recognize that someone out there is going to care about you, and you just can't give up just yet. So even though you may have experienced a lot of rejection from certain types of people, or maybe you've experienced a rejection recently where somebody didn't want your love, I think you recognize that your love is too special for someone to not see it. And you know that some point, at someday, someone will. So I feel like you guys are definitely still in the fight here. I feel like you guys are definitely still waiting for something new. And what's good here is that, of course, rejection's God's protection. If somebody rejects you, they weren't meant for you from the start. And if someone rejects you, they weren't meant to be a part of your path. And I think you acknowledge that and bring that into your awareness as well. So I feel like over the weekend, Libra, you guys aren't giving up hope. You know that your soulmate's out there. You know that your person's out there. And you're keeping that fantasy alive. So you're not ready to give up the fight on love just yet. And that's good, because you know what? You're showing the universe that you're special. You're showing the universe that you have meaning and that you matter and that somebody's going to eat you up one day because you're a goddamn snack, motherfucker. You're a 5-course meal. So right now, you're in this position where you are valuing your self-worth and you are recognizing that somebody's going to be lucky to have you. And they will be, Libra. So I like that you're keeping a positive perception here. And I like that moving into the weekend, you guys are definitely looking like you're in a pretty great mood, a pretty good vibe, and you're relaxing. I like it a lot, man. So good shit for Libra. I like that, dude. All right, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Thank you so much, Enrica, for the $3.99. Taurus gang, always on point. Love you, Ann. Thank you so much, Enrica. Much appreciated for the donation and the compliment, my dear. All right, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to my Earth signs. What do we got coming through for the motherfucking bull gang? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, messages for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 477 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, bull gang, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through, dog. What do we got going on? Taurus, the overall energy of your reading here is the Wheel of Fortune. You might be connecting with a Cancer. They got this too. You could be dealing with possibly here an Aquarian, Taurus, Scorpio, or Leo. Your current energy, Taurus, is the King of Wands. The person you're dealing with is the Sun in reverse, and the outcome that's present is the Nine of Pentacles. Thank you, Jenny M, for that $2.99. Much appreciated. So from what I'm seeing here, Taurus, I feel really strongly you're kind of turning the other, what is the word or the phrase? Turning the other cheek, I think. Is that how they say it? Or you're turning a blind eye to something. You're batting an eye to something, okay? And I think you're batting an eye right now to, shit, because there's two ways I can see this. Okay, so for some Tauruses, you could be batting an eye to a person who's not really going through something great right now. You could be batting an eye to somebody who is going through some unhappy state right now. And I feel like Tauruses are kind of tapping out of this energy where naturally Tauruses are caretakers, but I don't feel like you've been in a caretaking role lately. I don't feel, Taurus, that you've been taking care of anybody else but yourself. I really feel like a lot of Tauruses have been in their own lane, focusing on themselves, focusing on their individuality and what they got going on. So I feel like there's definitely been a shift in your energy where instead of being the caretaker of everybody else, you've taken a step back and you have focused on taking care of yourself purely and solely. And I think that you're doing that for your best interest right now. You're not doing that to be a selfish person. I think that right now you're recognizing with all the changes you're going through, with all the changes the world is going through, you know, you got to bring that focus back to yourself. So there is a lot of Tauruses in self-care, and there are people who are unhappy about that, you know, the Sun card in reverse, because there may be some people that rely on you for happiness. And I have to say this, man, as terrible as it can sound, you know, I think it's wrong if people rely their happiness on another person. You know, you can't put that burden on somebody else. You know, somebody else relying their happiness solely on you basically makes you the person who has to fulfill their happiness. When at the end of the day, happiness is everybody's individual problem. Because if you want to find happiness, you can't put that on another person. You got to find that within yourself. So if you are dealing with an individual who relies on you for happiness, as unfortunate and as negative as it sounds, you don't owe them that. because they got to learn how to have that. They got to learn how to find that within themselves. And that's a problem because that turns into codependency. And also, that turns into this person who believes that you're always going to be for them in the end. I mean, yo, sometimes, Taurus, you got to do shit for yourself. Sometimes you can't be there for someone else. So whoever you're dealing with here, Taurus, if someone relies on you for their happiness, they're going to have a real big wake-up call when you start focusing on yourself, and they got to start learning how to take care of themselves. All right? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Because trust, man, that can even be a collective message as well. Trust me, that can be a real big burden. Putting your happiness on somebody else could be a very big burden. And you got to understand, man, happiness comes from an individual standpoint of view. All right? If you're an individual, you got to find it within yourself. You can't let other people or rely on other people just to make you happy. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right, going all the way to my water signs. What do we got coming through for the beautiful Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, messages for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 539 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. What messages do we got coming through for Pisces, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Hey, yo. Pisces, the overall energy for you here is the Two of Cups. Cool. You can be connecting possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Your current energy, Pisces, is the Devil card. Oh, boy. Capricorn energy, the person you're dealing with is the Sun card, and the outcome that's present is the Hermit in reverse. So, Pisces, you could be connecting with a Virgo, a Leo, or possibly a Capricorn. You may be dealing with a fellow Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. This reading is a little weird because I kind of feel, Pisces, that a lot of you guys... Actually, no, that makes sense. I do feel here that a lot of you guys are getting back in touch with yourselves. If any Pisces out there has been holding resentments, if there's been any Pisces who have been in a negative state or negative frame of mind, I do feel like going into this weekend, there is going to be some sort of happiness that's shining on in. And you know what's crazy? I feel like this is where the direction of the reading is going. Pisces, I feel like a lot of you guys are recognizing that for a hot minute, you haven't been yourself. You haven't felt like yourself. You haven't been your normal giddy self, your normal happy self. All right, because I know a lot of Pisces. Pisces like to spread happiness to other people. Pisces are very sweet. And also, you like to be happy too. Now, I'm not saying that there are times when you're not. Of course, no one is happy every single day of their life. You know what I'm saying? Everything is temporary. Emotions are temporary. Understandable. But I do feel here, Pisces, that a lot of you guys have felt disconnected from yourself, and you haven't felt like your normal self. You have felt like the devil. Like you've been trapped in a negative place. Like you have been trapped in negative fog. And I feel like this weekend, you're finally starting to come back to yourself. We got here the Sun card, and we got here the Hermit in reverse. You're finally starting to come back to yourself. So if there's been some Pisces out there, if you guys have been feeling off lately, if you guys haven't been feeling like yourself, if you've been in a negative frame of mind, I feel like something's being brought into your awareness this weekend that's causing a shift, where you're starting to really recenter yourself, come back to who you are, and come into a place where you choose positivity over negativity, where you choose optimism over pessimism, okay? So I feel a good shift in your energy happening here, especially if a lot of you guys have been in negative scenarios or have been resonating with negative self-talk or just been dabbling in negative things anyways. So Pisces, it's looking pretty good. Now clarify the devil. Why was Pisces in the devil energy? Okay, we got here Ace of Swords reversed, and we also got here Page of Cups reversed. Okay, so Pisces, there could have been people that triggered you into the devil energy. Okay, there could have been people that have lied to you, that have backstabbed you, that have basically turned your world upside down. There could have been people who made empty promises to you that made you feel bitter. Okay, so meaning as you could have been dealing with people that made you bitter as fuck. Could have been people that have lied to you, backstabbed you, betrayed you, etc. But at the end of the day, I think whatever's coming into your awareness, Pisces, I really think the message that's coming through for you is that you're recognizing, why am I giving my power away to other people? Why am I giving my power, my happiness, my purity, my positivity away to somebody? Why am I resonating with these low vibes? Why am I letting people get me upset? Why am I letting people defeat me? That's what you're recognizing here. Okay? So that's good, Pisces, because the moment you realize that you're letting other people affect you, and the moment that you realize that you're letting yourself be defeated, then no longer can you allow that to happen. Because when that gets brought into your awareness, it triggers a change. Because what is healthier and what's better for you? What's healthier for you is to get back in touch with yourself. What's negative? To lose yourself. And sometimes you got to lose yourself to find yourself. Okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. So I'm feeling happiness coming back on in for you guys throughout the weekend, and I like that a lot, okay? All right, man. Excuse me one moment, guys. Ooh, we got the burps. All right, man. So, water, fire, what do we got coming through for my motherfucking Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Holy, holy. Thank you so much, Cassandra, for the $40. Hi, Aunt. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much, my dear. Much appreciated for the 40 bucks. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Whoa, we got another donation coming through. Thank you so much, Kiara Phillips, or Phipps. Hopefully I said that correctly. It's a little hard to see from this angle. My camera's actually far away. I haven't even watched these videos lately because I didn't want to hear it, but it was time to tune in. I feel attacked, but this reading is too good. And this reading has me hopeful. Much appreciated. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Kiara. Hopefully I pronounced everything correctly. Thank you so much for your donation. And listen, man, that's what Spirit will do. I'm sorry, Aries. We'll get into your reading in a second, but that's what Spirit will do. You will avoid something at all costs until Spirit drags it in your motherfucking face. That happens, bro. And I've been there. I've been victim to that. And I think a lot of people have too. Because sometimes we ignore something that we don't want to hear, but the universe will find ways to just throw it in your face. Consistent reminders. And eventually, we're going to end up hearing what we have been avoiding the whole time. So yeah, that happens very naturally. And you'll see that happening moving forward, especially when it's a very important message. All right. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. My apologies, Aries. Let's get into it, man. Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right. Messages for my beautiful Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on, okay? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and take a look at your weekend. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Aries, your overall energy, oh, why? We got the sun in reverse. Oh boy, you could be dealing possibly with a Leo here. In your current energy, you got the Judgment in reverse. The person you're dealing with is the Five of Cups, and the outcome that's present is the Two of Pentacles reverse. So you kind of made a tough decision here, or it looks like you're making a tough decision this weekend, Aries. It looks like you're turning your back on somebody, and you're not necessarily happy about it, but you're doing what you need to do to take care of yourself. And that's what I'm seeing overall. You know, whoever this Five of Cups is, whoever this person is that's bringing in misery or bringing in negativity, you're deciding no longer to cry over spilt milk. I think this weekend, Aries, you're realizing that somebody you're dealing with has a problem with projecting their misery onto you. And that is something that is so difficult to escape. Because sometimes people don't know how to take care of themselves or don't know how to ask for advice the right way, to the point where they will take all their misery, project it onto you, and drag your ass down. And I feel like you can't keep putting up with that because it's making you unhappy. It's not making you feel positive. It's not making you care more about this person. It's making you want to avoid them, to the point where you feel like you can't put up with somebody any longer due to the fact that you're in this really drained kind of space. So someone here appears to be draining you, especially with the projections that they're casting upon you. And I think that with the Judgment reverse here, this is you saying it's time for me to not give any more second chances to somebody, and to not allow somebody into my energy, especially when you know, they're taking out everything on me that they're going through and that they should be focusing on and that they should be taking care of it. All right. So with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, I just don't think you got time to juggle this anymore, especially due to the fact of how much of a draining situation it really is. All right, so I do feel here, Aries, the World card, which basically fell out, which is perfect, you're deciding to end that cycle, you know? And that is important for you. It's important for your energetic health and your overall well-being. And that's what you're doing. All right, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Okay, going all the way to we started off with water, fire, air, going to my air signs. What do we got coming through for my beautiful, beautiful Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours? All right, messages for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 610 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. Okay, Gemini, let's see what messages we got coming through for you. I hope we got some pretty fantastic stuff. What's going on? Gemini, taking a look at your weekend, we got here the Page of Pentacles, okay? Wanting to offer something here, wanting to communicate with someone. We'll take a look here. Your current energy, Queen of Swords. The person you're dealing with, Gemini, is the Temperance card, and the outcome that's present is the Knight of Wands. You could be connecting with a Sagittarius. Someone here, I feel, wants to have a conversation with you. They want to heal up some things, clarify some things, clean up some things. So it kind of feels to me, Gemini, there's somebody who wants a conflict resolution with you. They want to heal something that you guys have been through. It could be a Sag, possibly. So you've cut someone off. You're going to see that they're hitting you up. Welcome to quarantine. Because when you're quarantined, motherfuckers start getting in their head, they start thinking about the past, and then they hit up their exes. So this could very well likely be your ex, or an ex-best friend, or an ex-family member. Keep in mind, an ex doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be your ex-family member, your ex-friend, whatever. But I feel like someone here has been thinking about you. They've had you in their mind. They want to talk to you. They want to heal the past, and they're going to appear to you, even though you've cut them off long ago. As for the outcome that's present, we got here the Knight of Wands. And with the Knight of Wands right now, this is this person rushing in. So it does appear like they're coming in very quickly and swiftly, and they're wanting to smooth over things that have happened in the past. But I don't think it's going to be that easy for you to get smoothed over. Okay? That's what I feel really strongly. I feel like, Gemini, when this person comes back around, you're not going to react to it the way that they're going to want you to. This person is going to try to smooth you over, but I don't think that you have it in you. I feel like there's this resentment that is still there. And with the Queen of Swords, you're going to find it very difficult to communicate in a nice way. So for some of you Geminis, you may not even be answering this person. You may not answer their call or text. You may ignore them, whatever they send. Maybe they're going to send an email. Who knows? But I feel like you are going to be doing your best to kind of avoid this weekend, because you don't feel like you are in the right place to have a conversation when there are so many things that are left unhealed within yourself. That's what I think is important, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. So there's still so many things left over that you haven't healed from just yet. I don't think you were willing to talk to this person because you wouldn't feel like it's genuine, and you also wouldn't feel like you would come to a conflict resolution. I think, Gemini, you would want to purge your fucking heart out, meaning that you would have lots of shit to say, and you'd have a lot of shit to release, okay? All right, man, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Thank you so much, Leanne Anderson. Oh, damn, you donated I think you donated yesterday. Thank you so much for donating again. Listen to Cancer late yesterday, and it could have been a personal message to me. That is unbelievable. Thank you. Thank you so much, Leanne Anderson. Much appreciated. Or Leanna Anderson. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Look, I'm happy if my messages can resonate to you. I'm happy if my readings can help you in any sort of way, especially when they hit home, when they hit very personal, because I know that somebody got the message that they needed to get, because I know that not every reading I put out can resonate to everybody, but if it hits somebody who they needed that message, that makes me happy. That's the point. That's the goal. So thank you, man. And I'm really happy that message came through for you, my dear. All right? All right. Let's keep it popping, man. Moving forward. Going all the way to water, fire, air, earth. What do we got coming through for my motherfucking Capricorn, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right. Messages for Capricorn here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 660 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what we got going on. What do we got going on, man? Capricorn, the overall energy for you here is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, so you can be connecting possibly with a fixed sign, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or Leo. In your current energy, Capricorn, you got the Eight of Wands. The person you're dealing with is the Eight of Cups reversed, and the outcome that's present is the Page of Swords in reverse. So Capricorn, you could be dealing with a fixed sign once again, but based on what I'm feeling here, there is this energy of you very much so non-communicating. This is like really isolating yourself from a specific person, but you got somebody who's watching you, keeping a close eye on you, keeping tabs on you. This is a person you haven't communicated with in a very long time. I feel like you're the person who's moved on, Capricorn, and there's somebody else who hasn't. This could be a ex-friend, because that's kind of the vibe I'm feeling. It could also be an ex, partner. But I feel like this is someone you were super close to. You're not close to them anymore, but somebody's watching with the eyes of jealousy. Keep in mind, this is channeled information. Fuck the cards for a second. Someone's watching with the eyes of jealousy. And this is a person who doesn't like to see you happy. This is a person who, like I said, used to be very close to you, but when you isolated yourself and they saw that you were living your best life, they kind of retracted themselves into a place of misery. So someone here, Capricorn, is keeping a close eye on you, but they're hitting you with that eye of jealousy. So I would be mindful of the evil eye. I would be mindful of negative things that are occurring in your life. I wear my evil eye bracelets all the fucking time because motherfuckers try to come at me. I've dealt with that shit. I've dealt with people trying to come for me, and I know exactly who they are when they do. Okay? So evil eye is a very real thing. Just be very mindful here, Capricorn, during this time. Someone's got their eye on you, and I do feel like it's the eye of jealousy. They never got over the fact that you had better things in life, or they never got over the fact that you had more happiness in life. And because they're so miserable, I feel like deep down inside, they wish that they had what you had. And that's the root of jealousy. And whoever this person is, I don't feel like they have yet stopped. I feel like this person is still on your dick, Capricorn, and they're not going to hop off until they feel that their life has improved, or at least that they're better than you. So you are dealing with somebody who's trying to play the game of they want to be better than you, they want to be the best, and they want you to experience the misery they're currently experiencing. Okay? If you know who this person is, because chances are you do, for those of you this resonates with, like I said, it doesn't matter if this resonates with a lot of people. If it resonates to one person, there's the message. For whoever it resonates to, if you know who this person is, chances are you do. Really limit yourself from any physical contact from them. Really limit yourself from any social media contact. Block that person if you need to. Also, keep your life low-key. Make sure they can't see your life. Make sure they can't stalk you. Don't allow them to see what's going on and what it is that you're doing. I would also recommend taking a look on YouTube if you guys would like. There's many frequencies that help break evil eye, that help break the negativity of the eyes of jealousy. A lot of them are like Sanskrit type of languages, so you're not going to understand the language, but there's a lot of prayers that they have. There's also Vedic Indian prayers that are on YouTube as well that will help break evil eye, so I definitely would recommend taking a look into those frequencies, and then, really just meditating to it, clearing out the negative energy. I also recommend saging your home and things of that nature as well, okay? So be mindful, man. Like I said, I know that's not going to resonate to all you guys, but for those of you that need that message, be really careful. Someone out there, not too nice. Don't like it, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Hey, yo, for the 642 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated, okay? All right, man, going back to my water signs. What do we got coming through for the beautiful Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Scorpio here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Scorpio, the moment I start doing your reading, I literally smell weed. I don't know, man. There's been a lot of Scorpios that like smoke or roll up while I'm reading, or just vibe when I'm, reading tarot. So I just smelled like you breaking up bud. Like that's what I saw, and it smells like some good ass weed. So some of y'all might be having yourselves a nice little smoke. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and see what's going on with you. What's cracking in? What's happening? What's popping? Scorpio, the overall energy of your reading here is the Eight of Cups in reverse. So you can be connecting possibly here with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Your current energy here is the Emperor card. The person you're dealing with is the Queen of Pentacles, and then the outcome that's present is the Death in reverse, which is the Scorpio card. This is your card here, okay? So you could be connecting with an Aries or possibly another Scorpio. Based on what I'm seeing for you guys, besides you guys smoking weed, is I do feel this energy of you guys, and I talked about this yesterday, man. These messages are coming and going, the repetitive ones. I talked about this yesterday where you took your power back, which is good. Right? Eight of Cups reversed in the Emperor card. Talks about taking your power back, talks about standing in your power and not letting anybody fuck with you, as well as with the Queen of Pentacles. This is talking about you being in a position where you're giving your time back to yourself, giving your time back to what you want to do. So remember, this has been an ongoing thing for Scorpio for a while. They needed to get out of some sort of controlling situation. They needed to take back their power and stop fucking with a certain person. And ultimately, you did what you needed to do. You could have gave up. Death card in reverse. You could have gave up. You could have let shit fall. You could have let another person control your every move and control your life. But you decided that there's no point in giving up when I recognize who the fuck I am. And you're a motherfucking Scorpio. Point blank, period. Scorpios know how to sting, bro. That's why they are basically a scorpion, because they can sting like a motherfucker. And I feel like you're finally tapping back into that confidence and skyrocketing, and you should. The thing about Scorpios, man, is that y'all can be soft, y'all can have a big heart, but you guys can be motherfucking cold-hearted too. And sometimes you gotta be cold-hearted in this motherfucking world, and with all that spiritual warfare going on and all these people doing really dumb shit and trying to take control, do this, that, and the third, sometimes you need that cold-hearted energy to help you navigate through your life, because sometimes when you're in that cold-hearted energy, you're doing it for the benefit of yourself, to isolate from the people that you don't need to be around. So nonetheless, it's a repetitive message from yesterday, but still, the point is here, Scorpio, is that by continuing to tap into this power, you are making the other person weak. By continuing to keep in your confidence and hold yourself in your empowered confidence, you are in a position right now where nobody can fuck with your vibration, nobody can fuck with your energy, because you're resonating on such a high vibrating frequency. And that's where you should be right now, on the high vibes, on the high frequencies, not allowing all these low vibrational pieces of, you know, I don't want to go as far and get low vibrational myself, but, you know, all these low vibrational people, you don't need them to attack you during this time. So I do feel here, and as somebody commented, that's true, I do feel here, one day at a time, you guys are getting better and better and better. Your happiness is starting to come back. Your individuality, is starting to come back. And I feel like one day at a time, like, things are really working out for you, and you're not feeling like you were just about a week or two ago, where you were unhappy, where you were stuck with somebody who was treating you wrong, where you guys were in a position of your own mental prison. You guys really broke free from that mental prison. You guys really broke free from that negativity. And I feel here that you guys are very much so, very empowered right now. And, you know, continue on that path. Queen of Pentacles talks about self-love and self-care too. The fact that you guys are loving yourselves and respecting yourselves and not letting nobody walk all over you, that just means that you're tapping right back into being a true Scorpio. That just means that you're tapping right back into the energy of being your true self. Point blank, motherfucking period. And I like that. I like that a lot. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right. My water signs are done. Going to my fire signs. What do we got coming through for the beautiful Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right. Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 674 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. It's much appreciated. Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, Saggy, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through for you. What do we got going on? Sagittarius, your overall energy here is the Three of Pentacles, so you can be connecting possibly with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Your current energy, Sag, is the Three of Swords. The person you're dealing with here is the Hangman, and the outcome that's present is the Four of Pentacles reversed. Whoa! What happened, Sagittarius? What's cracking? What's going on? Okay? You could be connecting with the Pisces here as well. This message is definitely coming from a position where I think you have been trying to heal and mend a situation with somebody for so long But I feel like you're connecting with somebody whose energy is so stubborn. It could have been a Pisces you're dealing with, but it also could be a Taurus due to that stubborn-like energy. Shout out my bull gang. I love y'all, even if y'all are stubborn. So I feel here, Sagittarius, that you are doing your best to mend and heal a situation with somebody and work things through. But the problem is that the person you're dealing with won't budge. The problem is that the person you're dealing with is staying stuck, they're staying stagnant, and they're not choosing to move forward. So ultimately here, how could you collaborate with someone? How could you work on something with someone if they're not going to put in the time, if they're not going to put in the effort, if they're not going to try to change? So with the Four of Pentacles as for the outcome, I feel like you're giving up on someone here, Sag, because you can't change somebody who doesn't want to be changed. You can't change somebody who doesn't desire to be fixed. And when you really keep trying to do that, at the end of the day, you just disappoint yourself because this person has to be the one to decide to change. So I feel ultimately here, you have been trying to mend some pain with someone. You've tried to work on whatever it is that you two have for quite some time. But the person you're dealing with is just not open to that. They're staying stuck in this hangman, this mental imprisonment, this place of unhappiness. And they're going to stay there as long as they want until they decide to change. And I don't think that you have any more time to waste on a stagnant person, Sag. I don't think you have any more time left in you to drain yourself and wait on somebody who's not making anything happen. So ultimately, Sagittarius, I feel like you're jumping into this new vibe. It's time for a new beginning. It's time for you to leave this part behind. It's time for you to leave this cycle behind and move forward with a brand new beginning in your life. This is you letting go of somebody and knowing that, you know, something good will come from that. Because every time one door closes, a brand new motherfucking door opens. All right? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right? Going all the way to my air signs. What do we got coming through for my beautiful, beautiful Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours, all right? And, oh, excuse me, I think I missed a donation real quick, so let me get to that. Thank you so much, Dawn D. Everin, for the $2.99, much appreciated. I hope I didn't miss any more, because I noticed that I missed one. I just remembered it popping through. Oh, wait, there's one more? Where'd you go? I just saw you. Thank you so much, Jenny M, for the $1.99, much appreciated, okay? Hopefully I didn't miss anybody's donations. Thank you. All right, messages for Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. Messages for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? What's cracking? Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, Aqua, what's going on with you? Aquarius, the overall energy for you is the Tower card in reverse. Pretty good overall energy. You could be connecting with a Scorpio. Your current energy, Aquarius, 6 of Cups reversed. I like it. Person you're dealing with, Temperance reversed. Ooh. Outcome, 10 of Cups. I'm liking this motherfucking reading. Aquarius, we had a conversation yesterday, dog. We had a conversation yesterday, and that conversation we talked about was how a lot of Aquariuses have been going through it. You have been going through it with silence. You have been in a position where you have been suffering in silence. You have not been letting anybody know what's going on. You have been keeping shit to yourself. And I'm feeling really strongly that instead of suffering in silence, you are really taking some time out to say, you know what? Let me bring into my awareness that if I don't like my past, I don't need to keep living in it. Aquarius, you are changing vibration here. There is a shift happening. The Temperance card reversed, the 6 of Cups reversed. You're jumping on a new wave, a new frequency. You're letting go of your past. You're letting go of the mood changes and the way that you felt the past couple of days or possibly the past week. You're letting go of the way you have felt, and you are riding on a brand new motherfucking frequency. And I like it because it's that 10 of Cups frequency. That frequency of self-fulfillment, self-love, okay? Being in a position where you're happy with what's going on. So it's looking good. And with the Tower card in reverse, instead of being in a position where life is crazy, Tower card upright, where everything around you is too much for you, the Tower card's in reverse. Meaning that you've conquered the things that have brought you down and you have decided to finally and personally uplift yourself. So for the Aquarians that were in a rut, that were in a hole, you dug yourself out of that hole, and now you're resonating with a more higher vibe timeline because that's the timeline you're choosing. Keep in mind, every single day we have a choice. We can choose the low negative vibe timeline or the high timeline. You can choose whatever you want because we are I almost said multi-billion, but we are multi-dimensional beings that are living a fucking temporary life. And the thing is that there's many different realities and many different versions of us. You know, there's a version of you who's sad and depressed. There's a version of you who's happy. You get to choose the timeline every day. So what do you resonate with? The happiness? The beautiful timeline? The high vibing one? Or do you want to resonate with the low? Because every day you have the conscious choice to choose where you want to go. So nonetheless, all right, based on what I'm seeing here, nonetheless, Aquarius, you are pushing yourself into that 10 of Cups energy. You are resonating with the happiness, and you are getting over this little bump in the road that some of you guys may have been in for quite some time. I like it. I like it a lot, man. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Last but not least, what do we got coming through for my motherfucking Virgo, baby? What's happening, man? Messages for Virgo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in my next 72 hours, all right? Messages for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? For the 576 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 72 hours. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what we got going on, baby. Let me mute my laptop real quick because I had some notification come through. Virgo, the overall energy for you here, Ace of Cups in reverse. You can be dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. Your current energy, Virgo, is the Temperance. Ooh, I like the healing, okay? Person you've been dealing with, the Hangman. And then the outcome, the Seven of Cups reverse. Virgo, the person you've been dealing with has been you. That's what my guides reference this reading to. So the person you've been dealing with has been yourself, meaning that you have been dealing with a stagnant version of yourself for quite some time. You have been dealing with a stagnant version of yourself in the sense of you haven't really taken in control of what you should do to stay on top of your emotional health, your mental health, etc. So there could be a good amount of Virgos who've kind of been neglecting their needs, their emotional health, what they've been through, etc. But now, Ace of Cups reversed, when you get to a place where you recognize that you don't feel a spark of passion or you don't feel a spark of love for yourself, you recognize that you're in dangerous territory. So for the Virgos that have been so stagnant, for the Virgos that have recognized that you're not seeing much love for yourself in the end, you're deciding to say, shit, I need some healing, and it's time for me to start focusing on that. So what's coming into your awareness, Virgo, that it's time to break free from these loose chains. That it's time to break free from the Hangman, being stuck in a position of a repetitive cycle. And the repetitive cycle is a cycle of not loving yourself, a cycle of being included in low vibrational things. It's a cycle of being in a place where you don't feel worthy. You're getting yourself out of these negative thoughts that are basically telling you what you are. We got to keep in mind about this, right? What we think about is who we are, right? Our vibration. So our thoughts, our perceptions, how we think, feel about ourselves, that creates our vibration. So if we think that we are unworthy of things in life, that is what we become. You see what I'm saying? So what you think you are is what you will become. So you got to be mindful at all times of what thoughts you are resonating with. It doesn't matter what thoughts you think. It matters what thoughts you resonate with. So if you think in your head that you are not a beautiful person, if you say, I'm an ugly person, it's just a random thought that comes out of nowhere. And by the way, not every thought you think is your own thought. So let's just say you randomly think, oh, I'm ugly. You have a choice to say, I resonate with that. I am pretty fucking ugly. Or you have the choice to say, okay, well, I'm a beautiful motherfucker. I'm sexy as hell. I'm so goddamn beautiful. What do I mean I'm ugly? You can choose to resonate with that. Okay? Because not every thought is your thought. And just because you're thinking something doesn't mean it's true. The only time a thought is true is if you validate that thought. The only time a thought is true is if you validate that thought. So nonetheless, Virgo, you're deciding to stop validating those thoughts. You're deciding to focus on your inner healing. And with the Seven of Cups in reverse, you're deciding to say, man, nothing outside of myself can make me feel or change or be different. Only from within can I change my life. Can I change my state of being? Can I change my mental health? Can I change what I resonate with? Nothing else can tell you to. Only you can change that from within. And that's the self-awareness that's coming towards you. Booyah! Thank you guys so much for coming out to the weekend reading. It's much appreciated. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Thank you so much for the 10 bucks. Tegan Powell, much appreciated. Virgo, baby. I love your daily readings and your energy, and your amazing energy and your passion always puts a smile on my face. Stay safe, dude, and have a great weekend. Thank you so much, Tegan. Much appreciated. Have a great weekend for yourself as well. Nonetheless, though, guys, as I always say, for everybody who comes through day in and day out, always showing consistent love and support, thank you guys so much for that, and shout out to you. You know, I wouldn't be here if you guys didn't pull through every day, so I really appreciate that. For those of you that donate, as I always say too, no matter how big or how small, every donation genuinely makes a difference, and it really helps. So thank you guys for your beautiful donations. You guys are much appreciated. Guys, have an awesome and fantastic, amazing weekend. All right, we got 10 out of 12 signs done. So by Monday, Tuesday, before the 1st, we'll have Aquarius and Taurus out. Those will be the last 2 remaining signs for April 2020 readings. So if you're not a Taurus or a Aquarius, feel free to check out your reading because it's out. Yeah, nonetheless, we're gonna get all those out before the 1st, so you guys will be able to see those readings. Okay. Nonetheless, guys, thank you all so much for being awesome. Thank you all so much for supporting me and showing love and light. Have a fucking bomb day. Have a bomb weekend. And I love you all. And if someone can leave a timestamp down below, that would be delightful. Much love, everybody. Take care. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.